everyone. The dolls in this video are artist made for adults. My videos are made for adults only, due to the adult subjects that I speak about in my videos. Are you ready for some fun? So, hi guys, welcome to my channel. It's been a big while, but I'm here and I'm happy, so I hope we can film a lot more. Today's video, I do a short update first on what I have been up to, and I will show you all the girls, where are they and how are they looking. And I have already taped a segment for this video on my computer. So after the segments that I told you now about, I will put that segment behind and we have it wrapped for today, so to say. You see little Miss Martha Louise. She is hanging out here in the chair. She wears her beautiful blue dress with the flower things, the flower shirt underneath it, and her red and black headband. Then if we roll forward, there is Lennon. Lennon is always difficult to get good lighting on. But there's Miss Lennon in her little dress, a pink dress with a pacifier, a white pacifier, and a beautiful headband. As you know, yeah, I did tell you, I sent Cassie away to my friend and her daughter. So Cassie is not longer with me. She's now called Mila, and she is doing fine at her new house. Here are Melanie and Natalie. Melanie is the sleeping girl with her gray headband and this bubble romper thing on. It's a little small on her. It's a true newborn, and she most needs a big newborn with a white romper underneath and just her diapers. And there's Natalie with a lace pink headband and mayoral shirts and little bloomers that I got with Madeline. Actually, I kept the set because it looks lovely on my girls. And I looked inside and it actually says mayoral, which is in my mind and opinion a very expensive brand. So there is Mr. George. He is here, guys. I placed him there. I like him there, so I think I have him there. And then into the dark room we'll go, because there is little Adele. Let me check in. Today she did went for a nap, but she's already awake and playing with her little birdie toy. But she has to stay a little more, guys, so sorry, we can't be disturbing her a lot. So that's that. That are all the girls. And now for the reveal. I decluttered a big bunch. I decluttered about 2 large grocery bags full of baby clothing. So that is the only baby clothing that I own in the moment, and I love it. That is my toddler clothing, also that is decluttered. I only kept the things I really like and love, and maybe we get to downsize even a little bit more. I decluttered. I had to lay down my bottle stash. I will only use my glass bottles and this pink bottle for the toddlers. More I will not take in my house again. I have laid out my cloth diaper stash that I have already, but we have to grow that out. There are just a little bit of newborn diapers left that I need to use up. I decluttered rompers, onesies, I believe you call them. So that are all the newborn onesies I have, and that are all the toddler onesies I have. Shoes I decluttered a lot because my babies don't wear shoes very well. So I only kept Martha, her brown shoes, and her sandals. And then for Miss Adele I kept a pair of soft ones. And for Lennon I kept these ones because she looked adorable in them. And then we have some tights. That was the name I was looking for. They're called tights. I need loads and loads more of tights if I want to go old-fashioned. And I kept the socks that we really use. I decluttered a lot of bibs because we had a lot of old bibs that we just don't like, so I decluttered them. I even found my birth announcement card. That is my birth announcement card. I can't show you the address because we don't live there anymore. And this was, I want to incorporate that in my new nursery. I think it will fit perfectly, as my grandmother the mother from my father, she loved knitting, crocheting and embroidering. She made this when I was just born. So I want to put it in behind glass and put it on the wall. I think it's beautiful. I hand washed it very carefully because it was yellowed. It was on the attic very long. And then I want to incorporate my birth announcement card with it. I decluttered toys. This whole thing was full of baby toys that I don't use. I never even use it. Do you have that too sometimes? You have that romanticized idea of I'm going to role play more with my baby girls. Yep, I am that one. So I was a sucker for toys, but I only kept the toys that we really love and like. And for the rest, I decluttered everything. So that are the remainders of my decluttering. I'll still have to clean that up. I'm doing fine, guys. I'm very less anxious. I'm feeling more energized. We have 2 hot days coming up, so I will have to try and keep in balance with my energy. But after that we get colder weather and I will be able to move better and to be more who I am. Of course my painting easel is still here, and my computer, of course. And I think we're there. So with that being said, I will put the already taped video after this. And for now, I say I hope you liked my video. I hope you liked seeing me. I hope you talk to me in the comments as I've missed you. And see you very soon. Bye bye. Hey everyone, I hope that this works. As I wanted to show you in this way, the way I want to go with my baby clothing nursery after decluttering. I may do a voiceover, note to self, as my PC tower is very loud. And when it is too loud, I will do a voiceover later. I want to go to I'm on Pinterest, by the way, if you want to find me on Pinterest. I think I best go into baby and peuter dingen, which is nothing else than baby and toddler things. I very regularly scroll through Pinterest, and especially when I'm listening to an audiobook, I will scroll to Pinterest and pin things that I love that I see. So I think this board is showing what I want with my collection. What I want with my collection is I have the babies I want now. A few adjustments need to be done to Natalie, the twin sister of Melanie, because her weight is not correct and her body is stiff. So I need to do some things to that. But for the rest, I'm very happy with the collection I have now. So I now start focusing on decluttering what I have and start to move into a direction I want to go. And my direction will be vintage style, durable materials, natural colors, or soft toned colors. All that kind of things make me happy. And over the last months, while being quarantined, it helped me to focus on what I really want and need. And then I last week decided that I needed to let people around me know that although I'm very grateful for the things I get, and I have gotten, I'm kind of a minimalist. I'm a pretty minimalist person, so I don't need to have a lot of things to be happy. Materials don't always make me happy. So by being gifted a lot of things, my mind gets cluttered and I don't get where I want to be. So I wrote that out on my Facebook page. Let everybody know what I want and what I don't want. Asked them to not give me items, but give me experiences. That would go better for my future. And from there I started thinking, what do I want for my reborns? What kind of clothing do I want? How do I want my life with reborns to look like? And I think my Pinterest shows a very clear view of what I want. For instance, that one, I love it. It is, I do sew. I'm not very good at it yet, but I do sew and I love sewing. So I want and need to try to get more into sewing and try to make this type of stuff, because I seem to love babies with bonnets, the old-fashioned bonnets, and dresses. My girls, I have mainly girls. I have only one boy, and it is not really a reborn, but a sentimental Ashton Drake. So for girls, I would really love to go that route, you know, these well-made, handcrafted clothing. So I love that, but also knitted stuff, you know, can look very nice, like that and that. You will see a lot of cozy clothing. I am absolutely a person that leans more to fall and winter weather, as I feel loads and loads and loads better in those weather conditions, and it gives me a warm and fuzzy feeling. I'm a total house Grinch, so to say. So let's scroll through. You will see pop up some baby or reborn pictures, but just how they touched me because of how they looked and how I want my babies to start looking. But as you see, romantic flower patterns, not so much busy patterns. I see that I do best with the combination of light patterns with normal colors. The combinations. I love that blanket. I'm in love with that blanket. Wish I was better at crocheting. I believe one of the last times I spoke to you, I told about crocheting a bonnet for Adele. But I'm not good at crocheting, guys, so I sort of came halfway, but it doesn't look how it's supposed to look, so something went wrong again. And I had a pattern, so I think I should focus on sewing and not on crocheting. And just buy or get things made for me when I want things knitted or sewn. This is so lovely on Talus. Maybe it is some sort of reminiscent of myself, you know. I tend to have that a lot, but me and my sister, we wore a lot of this kind of dresses with these, we call them overthrowers. They were little, how you call them? Like these things you wear in the kitchen to not be covered in grease in your nice clothing, but then for just the dress. I can't explain very well, but I hope you get what I mean. My mother had a period where she loved to sew, so she tended to sew two of the same things, although we differ 3 years from each other, my sister and I. No, 2 years, not 3 years. So we looked a lot the same and we hated it, but if I look back now, I love the style of dresses my mom made. Yeah, my mother also did good things. It was not only bad, guys. I didn't have a nice childhood, but it wasn't all bad. But also when you see, I love the color combination of these turquoise and blues and browns. I started tend more to wear browns and olive greens and that kind of stuff. I was totally a pink girl, but I start to love more and more the darker natural colors. And that kind of stuff, you know, that's lovely. But also you still see some pink, but then more in style of years before. I love this. It's beautiful. And Isn't that adorable? The green, we call them maillots. You call them panties, I believe. I'm not sure. With these bubble romper and little jacket. It's beautiful. I really want to go that route. It will take a while. I have decluttered a lot of things, so we'll get there eventually, but we still have to manage. This is also very cute on a toddler. I think for Martha, that would be perfect and cute. That dark blue is also beautiful. With my nursery walls, I want to go to a green color eventually, and a wood floor. And I think more wood colored furniture, but I'm not there yet. So I'm also kind of thinking in mind creating that perfect world, you know. Our alone spaces in house are some kind needing to be reflecting yourself to feel peace and to feel happy and to be there and to do what you want. So I'm really trying to create the vision in my own mind, how I want things to look and how my baby should look to fit in that world. I hope you understand what I mean to say. This is also very cute. That would look lovely on Melanie June, I think. So the first thing I have in mind to start to try and collect, first two things actually, are these bonnet types of baby hats. Because I just absolutely adore them, and I think they will stay better on Melanie June's hat because her head is bald and so smooth that all her hats fall off as soon as I put them on her. So it's also a good benefit, and besides that I really want to go to cloth diapering. I really need to make sure I have a good stash of cloth diapering things so I can diaper my girls and take some diapers with me when I'm out and that kind of stuff. So that will take time. Oh yeah, that was for the nursery. I came across, it looks like what we've done in our living room. We have a big closet in our living room, and it was an oak originally, dark oak colored thing, which was hideous. And when we moved together, my husband and I, my father-in-law painted it from the outside but left the inside just as it always had been. He painted it white and light blue, as that are the colors we have in our place, so to say. And this is on the route to what I love. And I think with a dark green wall, this old pink would look beautiful. Sometimes I see a cute little video. I know I posted it. It was so cute. A mother eating sandwich, and a baby on her lap is trying to take a big mouthful of the sandwich. It's so cute. That romantic style I would love also. I think we would need a mirror in the nursery. We're just scrolling through. I hope I've showed you already a little bit of what I have in mind. I love this. I adore this. If I have a possibility of printing out that picture and framing it and hanging it in my new nursery on a wall, I would. Because I just adore gnomes. You know me. So we're out of the clothing now, but that are nursery styles, you know, that spoke to me. And eventually I will come to a thing that is my thing. So that's also adorable. Very adorable. And we're very far in already, 15 minutes. I'm boring you with this stuff. So I'm stopping this and making some other clips, and then we're putting this video up. And I hope you enjoyed.